to my channel. This is Swift Wellness. I am Ashley, and today we've got an ultimate 30-minute butt blasting booty workout that is guaranteed to give you the best butt ever. We're focused on the muscles of the glutes, the hamstrings, the lower back, everything that you need to have your best butt possible. And if you're a runner, get stronger in the process. Of course, if you don't have 30 minutes and you need a shorter workout, make sure to check out our channel for other options. And as always, like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's just go ahead and start by warming up a couple big, deep cat-cows. So big inhale as you arch your back and put that space to the sky. Big exhale as you round through the shoulders. Again, a big inhale and a big exhale. One more time. Big inhale and then big exhale. And then walk it up to that plank. We're gonna go through a hip opener, so bring that left foot to that left hand. Open up to the sky, twist through the chest, back out into that plank. Big twist. Same thing, just trying to warm up those glutes, warm up that core. Twist. Good, and twist. We've got just a few more here. We're gonna go 2 more on each side. Good, it's 1. And 1 more on that right side. Finish it out with that left foot to that left hand and that right hand and right foot. Bring it back. We're gonna push back into a downward dog with our knees just directly over the mat and then shift it back to plank. So send those hips back. Feel those quads fire up. Feel those shoulders activate. Press back and center. Good. Holding that core in nice and tight. Got 2 more. Good, and 1, and then pedal it out in that plank. Going left to right. Holding in, again, that core nice and tight. Good. You've got 3, 2, and we're gonna spin it around into some glute bridges in 1. Tuck those knees, come over onto your back. Quick transition as you press those hips straight to the sky and squeeze the glutes. You're just finishing that warm up. Good, press and down. Good, up. You've got 3 more, then we're gonna hug those knees into the chest. 2, 1. And that last one, hold it up and squeeze. And bring those knees into the chest. So let's go ahead and start. We're gonna start off each of these, we're gonna do for 1 minute. We're gonna go through this whole entire series 2 times. So we're starting off with that low pulse lunge. So I'm gonna take that left knee directly over that left ankle, tip that pelvis forward, and then lift up ever so slightly off that back knee, and then bring it back down. So it's up and down. Super small movement, very, very tiny. I mostly focus on squeezing my glutes, rotating that pelvis forward, lifting that back knee, and then bringing it back down. So it's up and down. If you start to lean forward, you're losing that engagement in the glutes. So squeeze the glutes, stack the hip, stack the shoulder. You're picking it up and down. It's up and down. Again, if you have a weight nearby and you want to, you can take 1 in each hand as you pick it up and down. That's your option today. Roll those shoulders back, squeeze that core, really get that hip flexor engagement as you press up and down. Good, you've got 5 seconds. We're gonna switch over to that right side. Good. Press, 3, 2, and 1. Quick change. Right foot comes forward, push that pelvis forward, same setup, stand up and down. Again, just pressing through that front foot, feeling that glute, that core, everything shake. It's up and down, up, down. You're not here for very much longer. This is probably one of the most challenging exercises we will do in this entire workout. Just focus on squeezing those glutes, tipping that pelvis forward, not letting go of that engagement. That's how you use those glutes today. We got 15 seconds. Good, and then we're gonna drop down to our hands in 10. Good, going into a bear plank here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, walk it down, shoulders stacked directly over the hands, hips over knee. Here's how it's gonna look. I'm gonna take my hands, bring my knees just up off the ground, take my left leg long, bring it back to center, drop those knees down. So it's up, out, and then down. So you're really thinking about extending that leg long, and the movement comes from the glutes, not through an arch of the low back. Holding that core in nice and tight, pick those knees up in that bear plank, extend, and back. So you should feel that glute squeeze at the top. If you don't feel that squeeze, you're probably arching through your back. So you're extending, bringing it back to meet the other knee, and then setting those knees down. You always have the modification to drop that right knee and just go with the leg lift. Again, really focused on squeezing through the glutes. Good, you've got it. Press, 2, and 1, good. Going right into that right leg. Again, lifting with that knee on the ground, or taking that knee, lifting, extending, bringing it back to center, and down. Getting a little bit more core engagement through this. Extend, and back down. It's up, out, down. Good. 30 seconds. We're gonna set both knees on the ground for a crossover. We're gonna pick up that weight if you have one nearby. Good. Again, you always have that option, holding here. You can even add in a balance challenge by picking that opposite hand to that left shoulder, whatever feels good for the next 15 seconds. Squeezing through those glutes. We've got one more exercise in this round, and then we'll do the entire thing one more time. Good, it's 3, 2, and 1. Good, both knees come down. If you've got a weight, you're gonna tuck it behind that left knee. We're gonna squeeze that weight, bring that heel to your high knee. We're gonna take that knee up into a donkey kick, across, back up, and down. So it's up, over, up, down. Good. You're again focused on holding that core nice and tight, not arching through the back. The movement originates from the glute. So it's up, down. So it's up, over, up, down. Of course, you can always take the weight out if that's too much. That's okay. You're just pressing up, over, up, down. You got 15 seconds. We're gonna go into a quick transition to the other side. Exact same movement. You're just crossing that left over that right. Good. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead, take that right, press this up, over, up, down, up, over, up, down. Good. Over, up. Again, squeezing. You're getting a little bit of extra hamstring work when you use that weight, squeezing behind that knee the entire time. Focused on holding that core in nice and tight so you're not arching. Good. Up, over. Good. You've got it. Up and down. Good. Should be feeling those glutes at this point. Feeling it warm up. I'm gonna show you a few challenges when we go back through that entire thing one more time. Good, you've got 10 seconds. Then we're gonna pop up into that low lunge. Up, over, up, down. Last one, over, up, and down. Go ahead, sink back on your heels really quickly. Take that left foot. We're going right back into that same exact position, pressing that pelvis forward, lifting up and down. It's up and down. Good. If you want that challenge, you're gonna press up, come down, and you're gonna lift that back foot, come back forward, up. Same thing, you just take those hands on either side, lift up with that leg, press back forward. Trying to extend that leg as long as possible, just adding in a little bit of a mule kick. Good, you've got it. 20 seconds. Good, you've got it. 15. Just focused on those little movements. Those glutes should be on fire. Good. Pressing forward, make sure you rotate that pelvis back to the center. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch. Same exact movements on the other side. Pressing through that pelvis, tucking those toes. It's up, bringing it back center, adding in that little kick if you want. You're only here for 1 more minute. Squeeze those glutes, press, and down. Of course, you can always take out that kick if you need to and just focus on that pulse. That's okay, whatever feels good for you. Squeeze. Good, you've got it. You've got 15 seconds. Lift and down. We're gonna go right back into that bear plank. Good, in 3, 2, and 1. Good, walk it right back out. Take that left leg long, lift into that leg lift, or go right back into that bear plank. Your choice. Good. Press and extend. Whatever feels good. If you feel your glutes, if you feel your quads, that's normal. It's what we're working on here. Good. If you want that added challenge, you can always grab that mini band. This is a great exercise to add that mini band directly over those knees. And you're just extending and squeezing. Good. You've got 20 seconds. Whether you're here or you're in that bear plank. Good. You're just lifting, extending, setting those knees back down. You've got 5. Good. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition, going right into that leg lift on the right side. Good. Again, really focus on that core, keeping the weight in the shoulder, directly over the hands, keeping that center of balance engaged so you're not using your back. Good. Only using our glutes here. Got just a little over 30 seconds. You're just pressing, touching that toe to the ground, lifting. We're popping it back up into that bear plank, extending, setting the knees down, picking those knees up and down. Good. 15 seconds. Whatever feels good for you. We're gonna set our knees down in the next 10. Going right back into that knee crossover. Good. You've got 3, 2, and knees go down. Left leg comes up, comes across, up, and back to center. It's up, over, up, and center. Good. This is your last exercise in set 1. We're gonna lay down on the mat, focus a little bit more on those side glutes, a little bit more on the abs after this set. Good. Give those main glutes a little bit of a break. Press and press. I don't know about you, but I am already sweating. Good. Up and down. Good, you've got it. Trying to really reach across with that knee, and almost touch the opposite mat as you reach across and back down. Good, you've got 15 seconds left on this side. Up, over, up, and down. Good, guys, you've got it. 5 seconds left, and then we're gonna go right into that right side. You know it's coming in 2, and 1. Good, bring it down, right into that next side. Tapping that left knee over, tapping that right knee over that left leg, and bringing it back down. Good. Focus on engaging that core, watching that low back so we don't arch. Up and over. Good, you've got less than 30 seconds. And then we're gonna get a break by dropping down to the mat. Really engaging that glute med in this next round. Good, you've got it. 10 seconds. And then we switch over in 3, in 2, in 1. Good, go ahead and take a quick knees to the chest. For this next set, we're gonna go a little bit longer on each exercise. We're gonna do all of the exercises on one side and then switch over on this round. So, taking my legs long, my head comes low, my hand goes behind my neck for support. Taking those legs long, I'm gonna bring both knees into my chest at 90 degrees. I'm gonna take that left leg, I'm gonna extend it out long, keep that foot parallel with the ground, hand in front of me for support, and we're adding in a lift. So it's a little lift and lower. So my knees are stacked, my knees are in alignment. I'm never putting that knee back down on top of my other knee if I can help it, and my foot's gonna wanna point towards the ground. I'm gonna wanna bring my big toe in, but I wanna turn my foot, really focus on that glute med, little tiny lifts. So you're just lifting and lowering. You've got it. You're just lifting and lowering. We're gonna try to burn out this side before we move on today. We've got 3 exercises and then we'll switch to the right side. So take your time here, really focus on those little tiny minute movements. You've got 30 seconds. Keep that toe turned. It's gonna wanna turn down, especially if you're weak in those glute meds. So you just wanna focus on keeping that leg long, keeping that toe parallel. You've got 15 seconds, and I promise I'm gonna let you out of this. Good, you've got it. You're just holding it nice and tight. I can feel my legs shaking. You've got 5 seconds, and we're gonna flush it out with a leg press. Good, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Keep that bottom knee where it is, hug that top knee in. You're gonna extend that leg out and back behind you at 45 degrees, and then bring it back center. So it's out and center, out and center. This hand is here for support, and if you want, you can always take that band, can loop that band directly over the knees. So when I'm in this position, knees are hugged into my chest at 90 degrees, and I'm pressing out, center, out, and center. If you choose the band, make sure you have a good tension so that you can fully extend that leg and back. I'm more concerned about the range of motion than I am about using a strong band here. Good. We've got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna switch into the 3rd exercise on this side. And then this side, we're done with this side after this next exercise. You've got 2, you've got 1, extend, pop up, take that forearm to the ground, shoulder stacks over the elbow, knees tuck behind you, and so you are one long line. We're gonna push those hips up, open into a clamshell, back down, set that hip down. So hip comes up, clamshell opens, hip comes down. So I'm pressing through that forearm, pulling up my chest. Everything is nice and tight. If you need the modification, you're here. You're keeping that side body pulled up, but you're opening and closing through that hip. Using that band gives you a good challenge. You should really feel the end of that glute med here. You've got 15 seconds. Good, and then we're gonna switch off this side. So if you're feeling it burn, that's okay, because the left side gets a break in 10 seconds. Good, and we're gonna spin it around really quickly. Good, you've got 3. Good, you've got 2, and 1. Good, quick round, quick flip around. If you wanna keep that band, you can. That is your modification, but you're taking those knees into the chest, taking that right leg out directly in front of you, and then pressing one long line here. Right hand presses into the ground. Good. You're lifting and lowering. It is not unusual that you have one side that's weaker than the other. For me, it is this side. I can feel it shaking already. But you're just focusing on those little tiny presses up and down. Knees in one line. I never set that top knee on the bottom knee. I just lift and lower. Good. Feeling that shake, feeling that right glute med fire up. Good, you've got it. You are stronger than this shake, I promise you. And it is not about how high you can lift that leg. Good, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my leg is shaking. Good, you've got it. You've got 5 seconds, then we're gonna go into that flush. We're gonna press directly back in 2, in 1. Hug it in, press it back. You're going 45 degrees directly behind you, not letting yourself roll back. Take that hand, press it into the mat, press back, center, back, and center. Again, keeping that 90-degree angle right here. You're just pressing out and out. Good, you guys got it. Squeezing through, feeling that burn. It's okay. We're working, we're getting stronger. This is great for runners. We don't use the glute medius nearly enough. We run in a forward plane of motion, so we never use these lateral muscles. These are stabilizers. So working these glute medius is something that we need to do. Good, you've got it. You're here for 6 more seconds. It's 3, it's 2, good, and 1, good. Take that forearm down, make a fist, bring those knees back so you're in one long line, going right back into that same position. Pop the hip up, open into that side clamshell, and then come back up. If you're like me, I can feel those glute medius working, so you can always come down to this position. You're keeping the toes, you're keeping the feet all together, opening up that hip, avoiding tipping back, holding straight. Good. This is the last exercise in this set. We've got 1 more round, 3 more exercises, and then we're out of here. That's it. Good, you're just pressing through that clamshell. I don't care how high you can bring that knee. You just focus on keeping those feet together, opening up that hip, using that glute med, feeling it activate. Good. We've got 10 seconds, and then you can keep this band on or you can take it off, up to you. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and roll over onto your stomach. This is what our exercise looks like. I like to call these frog leg lifts, and you'll see why. Taking those knees as wide as the mat, heels come together, toes point out in a V. I'm gonna take my hands and then make a little pillow for my head. I'm gonna look at you guys so that you can hear me, but go ahead and put your forehead onto the mat. From the glutes, we're then gonna lift up and down. Again, it doesn't matter how high you can lift. I want you to press against that miniband, take the knees to either side of the mat, and press up and down. Don't let the heels come apart. Keep the toes at a V. It's up and down. It's up and down. Good, you've got it. Take that forehead right to the hands. Press up and down. Good. You're just pressing, really thinking about squeezing those glutes at the top. Good. All the way. Should feel those glutes. They should be tired at this point. This has been a butt heavy workout today, but you are getting stronger. You've got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna extend those legs long. Good, it's 5, it's 3, it's 2, and 1. Good, go ahead, keep those hands directly underneath your forehead in that same pillow position. We're gonna extend the legs out long. Here's what it looks like. We're gonna lift those legs and lower. So this movement is coming from our lower back. We're stabilizing the muscles of the spine to allow our pelvis to be more stable when we run. So it's a press and a lower. Again, take the strain off your neck, forehead to your hands. You lift and lower, lift and lower. Again, with that band, if you have it above your knees, press out. Don't let that band pull your knees together. Press out, up. Good, you've got it. You're not here much longer, so just press and lower, up and down. Good. You guys got it. Keep those legs long. Try to avoid bending those knees. You want to keep those legs long. Movement is coming from the low back. Don't focus again on height. You're just focusing on pulling those legs up, feeling those quads come up off the ground if you can do it. Good. You've got it. We've got 15 seconds. We're going to spin it around for the final exercise of class, and then we're going to do that whole thing one more time. Good. You've got 5, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, flip it around, coming onto your back. You're going to take those fingertips, point them towards your hips, feet plant into the mat. We're going to pop up into a reverse plank, squeeze your butt at the top, and then come back down. So it's up, squeeze, up, and squeeze those glutes, coming into a tabletop position, and then bring it all the way back down. Up and down. If you want a little added challenge, you can absolutely, as you come up, bend those elbows as you bring it back down for a little tricep engagement, and then straighten the arms as you extend, squeeze the glutes to the top, and up, and up. Good. This is the final exercise. We're going to do one more round so it looks exactly like this. Good. Squeeze and down, up and down. If you don't have a mini band on, but you have one at home, I would encourage you to add it for this last exercise of class. Good. You've got it. The last 3 minutes of class coming up. You've got 3, 2, we're going to spin around into those frog lifts in 1, drop it down, same thing. If you don't have that mini band on, grab it, put it on for the last 3 minutes of class. Take those heels, knees as wide as the mat, toes point away at the V. You're just pressing up and down. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Every ounce of strength that you have, press into that band, press those knees away, press those feet to the sky. Good, you've got it. Up and down, good. You've got it. You've got 5 seconds. Good, it's 3, it's 2, it's 1. Good, go ahead, take those legs long, arms extend. We're gonna add in a chest raise into this leg lift for your added challenge. So as you lift the legs, I'm gonna take that chest, lift up from both the chest and from the legs, and back down. You can always go cactus arms here, and then back down, up and down. You want an added challenge, you can take the weights in either hand. So as I lift up, squeeze, up, and squeeze. That's always your option. Good. Press up, make sure you're taking that big inhale as you lower down, big exhale as you press yourself up, using that lower back and down. Good. You're almost done. We've got about 90 seconds left of class. Good. You've got it. We're gonna add in a little rotation here for the next 20 seconds. So you're gonna take that left elbow, tip it down, and right elbow. So I'm keeping those legs lifted. You're just working for the next 15 seconds, twisting left, right, left, right. Good, you've got it. 10 seconds, we're gonna flip around into that reverse plank. Last exercise of class. Good, you've got 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, last exercise, guys. Spin those knees around, toes into the mat, fingertips point towards the hips. You're pressing all the way up. Option to add in a knee lift, lower it down, option, and down. You might find that your band rolls up like that, it's okay. And press up, in, down, up, in. Good. We're almost to the end of class. Less than 30 seconds. Good. Make sure you're coming all the way up to the top and you're adding that knee lift in, squeezing the glutes before you add that knee raise. Good. Squeeze. We've got 15 seconds, guys. You've got this. Feeling the last little bit of burn in those glutes. Good. Up, in, squeeze, 2, and 1. Go ahead, hug the knees into the chest. Go ahead and take that minivan off. You have earned that rest. Hug those knees into the chest, and then go ahead and reach your hands to the opposite sides of your feet, elbows to the inside of your knee into a happy baby. Rocking from the left to the right, working out the soreness in that lower back. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then we're going to take that left ankle over that right knee. Just reach in between behind that right hamstring and hug that triangle into your chest. Feeling that stretch, you have that option to always take that left elbow into that left knee for a deeper stretch, pulling your body in to that triangle position. Go ahead, take your right ankle over that left knee, opening into that figure 4 stretch. And again, you can pull your head, neck, and shoulders onto the mat. Feeling that stretch. And then rolling over, let's finish out with a little pigeon pose today. So popping back up into downward facing dog, pedal it out. And then take that right foot directly in, right in between the hands. Drop that back knee down. Walk that ankle all the way down. You're gonna sink over that front knee, trying to bring that opposite hip to the mat. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Feel free to sink down as deep as you can or stay up on your hands. 1 more deep breath, and we're gonna push back into downward facing dog. Tuck those toes, send that foot directly back. Left foot comes up, comes in between, dropping that back knee down, flexing that front foot, and then dropping down to that left hip. Take 1 more deep breath, and then we're going to sink back into the downward facing dog and finish in child's pose today. So walking back up, 1 last deep breath, press yourself into the mat, sending those hips directly to the sky. With your next deep breath, go ahead, drop those knees onto the mat, open up, sink back onto your heels.
Great work today, guys. I hope that lower body and glute workout was exactly what you needed to focus on the muscles of the butt and the booty and get stronger in the process. Of course, I want to know how the workout went for you. Did you take the added challenges? Did you need the modifications? Let me know so I can continue to make the best possible workout for you. And of course, make sure to share our channel with our friends and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Have a great day.